Today, I want to bring up something I saw that sort of shocked me, but not really, with the rampant codependency that's going on in the world today. Okay, so this study showed that almost, like, way over half, maybe about 70% of women in the world today have a backburner boyfriend lined up in case the current relationship or marriage falls through. Oh my gosh. How super sad is that, right? Not only is this disrespectful, especially if you're married, but you made a promise under God to be super faithful to this person that you're supposed to love through thick and thin and good and bad, and yet so many women and men too have. But the study was about women, so but I know men do the same thing. But they have like a backup. Like, is that not cheating too? Like, how does that work? You know what I mean? Like, you can't just call somebody and be like, well, no, I don't agree. I don't think it's right. But people are just, the problem is the codependency. People are just so terrified to be alone that they have to have a backup lined up. I mean, to me, that's cheating already. I don't understand it. And maybe that's one of the reasons why I stay single, because I don't want to be with somebody and have to have a backup plan. And I definitely don't want them to have a backup plan. I just don't think that's appropriate. But I healed my codependency. So now I understand that I don't need another human beside me. And I know everybody's not like this. It has to just be that so many people are dealing with unhealed codependency. And I'm sorry, but I believe everybody came to this earth as a divine pair. Or some of us are meant to go at this life solo. Maybe our divine counterpart might not even be incarnated right now. Right? But many divine counterparts are actually together, not a whole lot. Not as many as you would think. And they're with other people. And do you know why? Because some of these issues and karmic issues that need to be learned with other people, but people are choosing not to heal. They're escaping reality. They're not growing. They're not healing themselves on the inside. And in order to be with your perfect divine match, you have to grow. That's what this earth is all about, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to grow and learn, and some of us are here to help others grow and learn, but that ultimately is part of like the main reason we come here. We don't come here so we can drive around in cool cars. I mean, that's all been a false narrative. Like, people have just. But anyway, so my issue here today is codependency, right? So if you're bouncing around from relationship to relationship and you're super scared that you're never going to be alone, then you're not giving yourself a chance to heal. You're never going to be with your perfect match, because you're always going to be stuck codependent and always in these awful transactional relationships. I mean, some people can make these work, don't get me wrong. I've seen transactional relationships function, but there's no love. You don't see, somebody just running and super excited and jumping in their arms when they get home from work, right? That's not always the case. And to me, that's why I don't do it, because I want, if my children see me in a relationship with someone, I want them to see unconditional love on both sides. I don't want them to see, oh, look at mom, she's just kind of putting up with this person to have a father figure around, and he's keeping her around so she'll cook and making salsa and pickles when she cans. No, I'm sorry, but I've seen too many transactional relationships in my day. I've seen way too many marriages that weren't real. And I've seen the other side. I have seen real love. I have seen it. I've seen a relationship that worked great. I was raised in a relationship that was perfect. Not perfect. Nobody's is perfect. But I've seen unconditional love from both sides. And that stuck with me. Because now I know what love's supposed to look like. And that's what I want for my children. I want them to know what love's supposed to look like. I don't want them to be in unhealed codependent relationships the rest of their life. Like, that's a toxic pattern and a generational cycle that I broke free from. And I don't want them to have to go through that. That's why I broke free. But anyway, I think we're here to experience unconditional love. Not love until it gets like too hard and then, boop, out with you, in with a new one. Hey, Tinder, what's up? No, I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't think we should change relationships like we do new high heel shoes. I just don't believe in it. I think love's meant to be forever, and I don't believe that relationships, are what they should be anymore. Like what we came here, and I know that's been programmed. But the main issue is unhealed codependency. We need to work on healing these things so that we can either A, be happy by ourselves, and have set healthy boundaries so that when approached by another person, we either A, no, we don't want this because they're not respecting our boundaries, or B, we might open up to it because they are respecting our boundaries. People don't have boundaries anymore. And there are some people that they get married young, they live happily ever after, they're already healed. I think maybe when they get here, they're healed anyway, right? They might not come from a family of codependency and stuff, and that's great. But many people are dealing with this unhealed issue, okay? And that's like one of the biggest issues that I see. And not everybody's willing to do the work. That's one of the biggest issues that I see in my line of work, is that I can hold space all day long, and I can give you tips and tools and everything, and talk about it and how I did it and ways that you can do it and break free. But if you're not willing to do the work, there's nothing I can do. I can't force you. I can hold you accountable, but I can't make you do things. I can't make you leave that relationship. I can't make you stay single for like a year and work on yourself. I can't. And until you decide to dive into the work, leave that toxic relationship, stop jumping into new ones every 5 minutes, and really heal yourself, then these toxic cycles and sad statistics are just going to continue to keep carrying on. So if you have codependency and you want some help, then maybe I think you should join our private group. I know that you would benefit from this, and this could be your first step towards a new healed future. All you have to do is join our group and get started healing your codependency issues today, so that you can attract in a real love instead of just settling for whatever, just so you won't be sad or lonely, but never being able to fully heal and being stuck. Click the link in the description below to find out more about our Healing Hive.